Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Come in on this marvelous Monday morning, right? Excuse my hair. Just the chronicles of going from braids to natural. But you all come in. Let's have a millionaire discussion on this conversation on this Monday morning. Hit that like and share button, even if you are watching this live or on the replay. Now, if you're hustling, watching this at your place of employment, whether that be work or your own business, just do the best you can, stay in hustle mode. And after the live stream, make sure that you give it the thumbs up because I'm going to drop some millionaire information on you. Right? What if I told you that you can become a millionaire from the money that you're already making, right? From the money that you're already making. And people, let me tell you this, more money. I know that more people want more money. They hustle for it. They have so many side gigs going on. They have so many side hustles. They have so many flipping and trading. But if more money solved the money problem, then millionaires will not go broke or they wouldn't have to file bankruptcy. If more money solved a money problem, then millionaires, decamillionaires, multimillionaires, they wouldn't have to file bankruptcy due to money problem. So what I'm going to tell you in this live stream, some powerful, powerful information. So listen in. I have just come from a conference with the number one home-based business that I highly recommend people be a part of. And this is why, because there are three levels, right? If you're watching this live or on the replay, I want you to hashtag the number three. Drop the number three. I think it's on this side somewhere on that side or that side. I don't know. On the comment section, there are three things you have to do in order to maximize the money that you're already making so that you can become a millionaire, right? Now, according to Dick Gregory, anyone that wants to become a millionaire is a fool because he says $1 million doesn't last as long as a billion. When you calculate, he said $1 million, when calculated by hours, only lasts, I think he said a certain amount of days, but he said, no, seconds, but billions, I have to look up that quote to get it correct, last in terms of days. So $1 million really in 2022 equals to about 100K. So what you have to do is get your money back. You have to find out who is taking the majority of your paycheck away from you. Now, if you are married, the women is saying it's my husband and his toys, and the men are saying no, it's my wife and her luxuries, right? No, women is not your husband and his toys. I know men love their toys, and husbands is not your wife and her luxury, whether it be her Louis Vuitton or Gucci, even though some men love those luxuries as well. I do highly advise, however, that you don't be so luxury rich that you are cash flow poor. Don't be so liability poor or rich, meaning you have more liability, things that take money out of your pocket, than you do working assets, which are things that put money into your pockets. So the first thing you have to do is you have to make more money. You have to get your money back from the entity that's taking the biggest portion of it out of your paycheck, or even if you are a small business owner, even if you are your own boss, right? You still pay more in taxes than an employee. So you have to get your money back. Now, let me give you a secret on how to do that. Just one powerful secret. I have over 475 of them through the Home Based Business Partnership, but I'm going to educate you on one. If you have children, or if you have dependents that live with you, whether it's an apartment, a townhouse, a condo, hire your children to do what most middle class Americans call chores, to do chores in your home, but hire them to work in the home based business. See, if you are your own boss and you have your own business, maybe you're a barber, maybe you're a beautician, maybe you're a nail tech, right? Um, Oftentimes you cannot justify to the IRS why your 7-year-old is following you to work when they should at least be at school or in some type of schooling program, and they are working a certain amount of hours with you through the home-based business. But through a home-based business, and let me make this very, very clear, I'm not speaking of working from home. It is a difference between having a job that has you as an employee and you're working from home versus having a home-based business. Understand the language. Even if you're a sole proprietor, right? You should have a home-based business. So let me put the cell phone number. Let me also take a quick break to make this announcement. When we was at the conference this weekend, we were also notified that they are extending. I know it's probably the third time, but they want to make sure that everyone gets in, because after May 1st, the price is going to change to 149.97. That's still a great deal for what I'm about to break down to you, to own and operate your own home-based business. But for right now, if you're like me and you love discounts, you love to save money, you can save 55% discount and get in for 129. After May 1st, that is going to change, so you can still get in. I'm actually doing a private training tonight for all of my business partners that got in, to get them a very quick upstart to get started in this business, right? This system, home-based business, number one asset, again, not working from home. It's the difference. A home-based business gives you the fastest results and the fastest way to get to your millionaire, at least your millionaire status. Now, according to IRS publication 15, on page 14, for those people that like to fact check, you can hire your children. So the very first thing is called income shifting. You have to take back, in the religious world, they say, or in the church world, in some church world, they say, take back what the devil stole from you. Well, this is taking back your highest liability out of your money that you're earning, which is taxes, right? Hire your children legally, morally, ethically. Did you know that you can even hire your infant child through a marketing plan to help you market your home-based business, even at infant, so you don't have to wait until the age of 7. Again, that's IRS publication 15, page 14, if you want to Google that or fact check it for yourself. So now you have to keep the money that you're already making. That's step one. Step two, I told you put 3 in the comment section, is you have to make more money, right? You have to make more money, and you have to keep the money that you're already making. One of the strategies I then elaborate on of making more money is that when you hire your children, you get up to $12,400 per child. That's more than any CTC tax return can get you in a financial education based home-based business. Now, the hang up that most people have in hiring their children through a home-based business is, Queen, how do I keep accurate payments? How do I accurately store records? We all know that there's 2 things in life that are certain. That is death and taxes. Every year, you are going to have to face taxes. Now, either you're going to have to face it because you cannot fix what you will not face, or some people try to avoid it. I do not recommend tax avoidance, right? So every year, if you are living, it is certain, unless you die and transition, that you are going to have to file taxes, especially if you are earning the government's money called dollars or cash. But it's never quoted, or it's never stated, or it's never fact or factual that you have to pay taxes. Up to $12,400 per child, right? And I don't know if you all know or not, but about 3-4 years ago, I went through a divorce, and I started with a home-based business then just to survive, just to survive. And I won't say survive financially. My daughter and I was doing pretty well. You know, we never had a childhood like I did, where we come home from school and you hit the light switch right? And the lights don't come on. So you think that you don't even, we didn't even really know we were poor, me and my sisters. We didn't know we was poor. We thought that we was having a cool in-house camping day or night. And we had the candles burning, the tea candles and all types of candles. And um, we just thought it was fun at that time. We didn't realize our parents were struggling real bad financially and that the struggle was real, right? And we had a wood burning stove in our home, and when the electricity wasn't on, we had the ability to put the wood in the sideways, and you could let the lid up, and it give you a hot surface, and you can take out the pots and pans and cook. Well, we thought we was like doing a cool camping. No, our parents were struggling financially, but what was so great about that, we didn't even know. We didn't even know it, right? But with that being said, I never struggled financially during my divorce. I actually was a recipient of alimony. And a lot of women asked me in the state of Mississippi, where the divorce was filed, was how did you get qualified for alimony, right? We didn't even know alimony was, legal in Mississippi. What it was, and one of the things that the home-based business is adding on is pre-legal services. People, your knowledge and your taxes, and even your money matters is best with experts. So having the best experts in the legal matters and your taxes and your money is the best investment you can make when it comes to your financial freedom and your emotional freedom and your mental freedom in your lifetime. And so with the home-based business, I was able to then take the alimony that I was awarded and roll that into an IRA account, tax-free after my divorce. Because let's face it, after many divorces, most incomes or the income level in the household decreases. So you can turn your what would have been expenses for you into profits. So whether you're a man or woman, right, you can only implement these strategies again through a home-based business, not through self-employed or just working as an employee from home. You have to be a 475 home-based business. And this is what the 129 special will make you or convert you into, right? So that was one of the strategies that I used. So that was for survival. I wanted to ensure that my money was not being highly taxed, even from alimony, so that my daughter and I would not have camping days. And we didn't know we was living paycheck to paycheck, or she didn't know mama could not afford to pay the bills. So that was a second strategy. I asked you all to put three. The third strategy, that having a home-based business, and these are secrets or tax loopholes that every millionaire or billionaire uses, is that a percentage of your rent, whether you are living in a home, a townhouse, a condo, or you are renting, a percentage of your rent is tax deductible, or your mortgage, if you're paying the banks, your light bill, your gas bill, your internet, your cell phone bill, your furniture in your home office. But your home office has to be used exclusively for business use. You cannot sleep, can't, say my bedroom, my home office, and it's your bedroom at night, right? So have a section up to your house, and that can be up to $400 of rent every month for that home office that's in wherever you reside. I always tell people this: you have residual bills. Wherever you reside, you should have residual income. So wherever you reside, up to $400 of square footage, up to your light bill, your gas bill, your rent, your mortgage, your internet, your cable, cell phone, furniture, and the equipment in our home office, a percentage of it is tax deductible. People, stop throwing money away. Listen, answer this question for me. Would you rather make, this is a millionaire's Monday morning conversation, right? Would you rather make $2 million and keep a million of it? Would you rather make $2 million and keep a million of it? Or would you rather earn $1.5 million and keep $1.5 million? See, people that flip cryptocurrency and flip forex or flip real estate. They buy houses, they fix them up, they place them back on the market to resell. They have capital gain profits, but with the profits, you have capital gain taxes. The tax man cometh. Dr. Leroy Thompson, a very famous and well-known prosperity preacher, preaches that money cometh. Well, right when you say money cometh, I also want you to keep in mind that the tax man cometh as well. Now, I told you I give you three. I told you I give you three. I gave you one, hire your children up to $12,400 per child for doing household chores that helps and relates to their home-based business. My God, if you had three kids, look how much money you can get back from the government, right? If you divorce and you're receiving alimony, whether you're a male or female, turn that into an IRA. Have that money tax-free, only through a home-based business. Renting, everyone rents. Everyone pays someone to live. Again, two things in life are certain: death and taxes. Everyone is either paying the banks through a mortgage or a landlord through a lease or rent. Your mortgage, your light bill, gas, internet cable, cell phone, furniture, square footage of that office space. Again, it must be exclusively for office use. Do you all, is the number, see, if it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense. Do you all see the numbers adding up why people are struggling financially? Because they undervalue valuing a home-based business. And you have to, in order to keep your wealth and protect it, you have to reduce your taxable income. Now, the third step into making more money and keeping more money is maximizing your money through leverage income. See, there's two types of income in this category that I call labored income, where you do the work all by yourself all the time. Listen, you are not a machine, right? Even though AI and cryptocurrency is bringing in artificial intelligence and is replacing the job of people, but you yourself, you are not a machine. You can only work so many hours of the day. You can only make so many dollars in a day. According to the Bible, there's 12 hours of daylight that after sunset, no man should be working, but so many people are working a graveyard shift. And when you work in a graveyard shift, you are depleting yourself from that sleep you need in order to get that gift from God, which is that melatonin that downloads in your mind that brings you to creativity and making the right thoughts and making the right decisions when it comes to your money matters, your relationship matters, your spiritual matters. But because you are working a graveyard shift or even an evening shift in some cases, you're not getting that free gift from God, that melatonin that helps you bring out that inner person, that inner prosperity, that inner God in you that all of us have, that you should have, so you can manifest in this lifetime, so you can manifest on earth, right? You was born to do more, people, than to be in a happy relationship, to pay bills, maybe have a child or two or three, some cases four, maybe more, maybe four or more, whatever works for you, right? And then die. And so now with this, you make more money, you get the money back. See, first you got to get your money back before we talk about maximizing money. And now, because this is a network marketing, financial education, home-based business, you get to leverage your money, meaning that, as J. Paul Getty said, the first billionaire, I'd rather earn or leverage one. I'd rather earn 1% money or earn my money by using 100 people and getting just 1% from 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own. See, that's leverage money versus labored money, right? Every rich and wealthy person uses these tax advantages, even your politicians that you vote for, even President Trump. That's why they didn't want to release his tax return. It would have provided the blueprint. Nothing he was doing is illegal, and they knew it, right? And this is the secret. And right now, you can have the success, the system, the support, and now they're adding on that they will help you set up your ADT payroll. to pay your children in the home-based business. Now, some people may be asking, why should I pay children to work in my house? Because I just gave you 12,400 reasons why. Also, if your children, your child does recreational activities, instead of that money coming out of your pocket for AAU sports or um, I forgot the baseball, little league, baseball or softball or gymnastics, all of these things that children do to enjoy their childhood, instead of that just being a cost for you, now that's an investment. Excuse me. You can set up the home-based business, oh, excuse me, to get that money back as well. So don't just spend this money out and don't realize how to get it back, right? Groceries. Everyone spend money on feeding your children. You set up an account, you give them a debit card, maybe, even, and teach them lessons on how to shop for food, spending money. Don't just tell them money doesn't grow on trees. Show them that, hey, let's go to checkout line number 11, right? Let's swipe your card. Now, you don't give it to them, you keep it, but you let them use it at the checkout counter. You deposit their money to their bank account for the home-based business. Now that's your tax recording. And you get the money back that you're spending on them anyway. Another tax secret, I know I said 3, but I'm going to give you another one for 4. Because these are millionaire moves, people, that you have to make if you're serious about your financial future and taking advantage of the greatest wealth transfer that we will ever see, which involves cryptocurrency, digital currency, moving from physical currency, moving from cash to crypto, right? Is medications, which I probably need something now, at least some water. Did you know that when you have, again, a home-based business, your ibuprofen, most women and their teenage daughters, or they have anti-flow that comes, your menstrual, those tampons, etc. It's called the self-employed medical tax deductions. That's one I just gave you for free. That's a 4th one. That's a bonus. So I just gave you 4 big reasons why you need, not you should have, you need a home-based business, especially if you are serious about getting financial freedom. So I'm creating millionaires, one family at a time, one person at a time, $1 at a time, one day at a time, one date at a time. Dates and numbers mean something. You've been following me. I break down numerology as well. And now it's going to transform to one digit at a time through cryptocurrency. So make sure you text. Again, this ends May 1st. I just said dates mean something, right? All of you all that's watching this, all of you all, everyone, have the ability to acquire a $1 million network. I want you to think about this real quick. Take your assets, your real estate, your retirement account, 401ks, pension, your furniture. Take everything you own, subtract your debts, your credit card debt, your student loan debt, your mortgages, your furniture bills, any debt that you have. You take the difference between everything you own minus what you owe. You'll then have your net worth. My goal, my mission is to ensure that your net worth exceeds 7 figures in this lifetime before you retire, while you can still enjoy your wealth. Why? Because I told you earlier, more money does not solve a money problem. Millionaires wouldn't go bankrupt if that was the case. You wouldn't have a bankrupt millionaire or ex-athletes that are now broke, right? So join so you can get in our private Zoom meeting with everyone that's in the home-based business. Learn about more strategies, legally, morally, and ethically, to help you, again, not only make $1 million, but keep $1 million. So this is one of the t-shirts. I have another one on. I wore this one actually yesterday. This is the Millionaire movement, right? 1+1 does not equal 2. It equals 11 when you join a partnership with me. And so this is the first step, get your money back. The next step is to get your money back. Why? Because debt is the middleman between you and your wealth. You want to cut out the middleman. When you have debt, you pay interest. And when you have interest, somebody else is getting rich from your dollar. Somebody else is getting rich from you. When you have bad credit and you have a low credit score and high interest, somebody else is getting rich and wealthy from you. It also helps restore your credit, fix your credit, has credit repair, right? See, I said earlier, people, you should position yourself where your money is working harder for you than you are working for money, right? The law of diminishing return says it this way. The more effort you put out, the less quality you have coming back in. Because at some point, you're not a machine, you're a human being. But money never gets tired. So we have to reverse the cycle of you paying high interest and now you getting interest. So we eliminate bad debt. Bad debt is debt that's not making you money. Good debt is any debt that you invest in an asset and is bringing you more money than what the loan amount or the payment amount and the interest amount is. So again, having a home-based business and this home-based business gives you 475 tax deductions that you otherwise would not have without this home-based business. When you drive your car, for example, you can get your money back. When you go and have a meal for business, you can get your money back. When you travel, I'm traveling now for business, I get my money back. That's when mixing business and pleasure is great. Using your mobile phone, get your money back. I went to the Atlanta Hawks playoff game. A portion of that was tax deductible because I'm here on business and I discussed business during the game for business use, right? But there was thousands of other people at that game that because they didn't invest 129 and have this education, this exclusive education that I'm sharing with you, right? And they don't have this a part of their wealth building strategy, that was just money that they spent. It's not money that they're able to, like me, get back when I file taxes for my 2023 tax season. So even if you're in your teens, if you're 18, if you have a job, implement this home-based business, right? Implement paying less in taxes and then taking the money that you have and leveraging it through other people, through networking. And then the biggest asset class that I feel like is a part right now is cryptocurrency. If you're paying taxes, if you're paying high interest, people, you are robbing your future. You have to protect everything you build. So also the home-based business have PRA accounts to help you with proper estate planning. They have already the tax deductions and they have the tax experts that will file these taxes for you at the end of the year. Not only will they set up the payroll for your child or your children, they have the experts. So when you go to your tax expert, they say, I don't know about these home-based business, right? Maybe they haven't read IRS publication 15, page 14. Hire your children. Now you have the tax experts right in the business. So if you're going to live anyway, two things are certain: death and taxes. If you are going to pay rent and pay mortgage, own where you live. I'm not talking about having a house mortgage free or having an apartment where you are paying no rent, right? I'm talking about own wherever you live by getting your money back for living there. And if you want to buy a home, again, this business helps you fix your credit. It helps you get the credit approval you need. It helps you get the money back where you're renting, that you know that you should be able to write your rent off as a tax write-off. All you have to do is ask your landlord to write a letter stating that you have properly paid your taxes on time throughout the year and to give the amount See, get your money back. When you give to churches, right, or charity, they write you a letter saying that this is your charitable donations. You could get that from your landlord as well. And you could get the square footage, and you can get the equipment costs, and you can get your utilities back. All for $129. Now, you might say, well, Queen, I'll wait. Maybe you saw my video a little later and you didn't get in at May 1st. Well, guess what? You can still get all of this for $149. That's going to be the new price change. The regular price change before this was $228, right? So I just gave you 4 out of the 475 tax deductions. So what if you knew the other 471? Well, you will know. You will implement it once you invest in the business. So text the number 254-788-1144. Text 129. That's going to change to 149 after May 1st. But for right now, it's still 129 for you to get in so you can get your money back. You can make more money and you can multiply your money. Queen out. And you could be a 7-figure. You might not like crypto investing. I love it. The gains you get in it is just astronomical, and you can get in at the foundational levels right now. But let me make you aware that there's over 16,000 cryptocurrencies. Not all of the 16,000 will, once regulated by the government, will carry over to regulations, meaning a lot of them are fake. They're pump and dump. So if you also want to know about cryptocurrency, because I'm going to help you get more money out the money you're already making, and you're going to get more money out of if you have a paycheck, or if you're a small business owner and you're paying taxes, you pay up to 6%. If you own your own business, now you're paying for the money about the tax laws that you don't know, and you cannot have unless you're a home-based business owner. But once you take that money and the money that you're going to get back, now if you want the crypto education component to help you be able to not only buy cryptocurrency, but hold your assets. See, a lot of people are selling their assets, and they're selling their assets for the lowest yielding asset that there is, the depreciating asset right now, which is cash. It's like selling gold, which is real money, God's money, constitutional money that only increases in value, for cash that's losing its purchasing power every day. But most people flip cryptocurrency and they get high capital gains tax bill at the end of the year because they don't have the cash flow to hold. So I'm freeing you up. I'm giving you the 7-figure playbook, the game plan, people. See, when I went to the Atlanta House game last night, one thing I knew is that I was a spectator. I was sitting in the bleachers. But the people that was on the court were the ones getting paid. The only way you're going to get paid and get your money back is you have to get in the game. You have to get in the game. That's the only way you're going to get the money back. See, I wasn't getting paid last night. I was in spectator mode. But I got the money back because I had a home-based business. And that was a business write-off for me. But for other people, it was an expense. They spent their money, but I mixed business and pleasure, and I invested my money, and I had fun doing it. It's another thing in the home-based business. You get to take these business vacations, vacations, and they're tax deductible. Tax deductible. I know you heard all the time on the job or in big CEO companies or big Fortune 500 companies where you may have a big title, you're earning 6 figures or more. Never miss business and pleasure. Well, in this home-based business, you can actually mix business with pleasure, right? Millionaire movement, get the 7-figure playbook, get out off the sidelines, get in the game. Text that number, Crypto Queen out. If you want the Crypto U course where you're learning about cryptocurrency, where you get the education, which you want to know which 16,000 of them will be done away with and eradicated. So you're not holding a pump and dump coin, a junk coin, meaning that you won't lose when it's crashed, when it's reset happens, and you have real assets, a real portfolio cryptocurrency. that's going to put your cash on kryptonite, like Superman had kryptonite. Text crypto you to that same number. I give you both information about both of them. But layer one, success begins with following the first step. It's the first, get your money back, right? And then it's to multiply your money. And then it's to maximize your money, right? Text that number. I'm out. Hit like and hit share. You all have a happy, happy Monday.